Okay, so let me give a scenario. When we came here, this, if you look above, just look. In the rightful assumption, when you look at the construction, is it possible to do this without a certified engineer? Well, we did. In fact, if you look at where there are boxes there is a diamond. Are you seeing the diamond up there? There is how do I explain it? Okay, just look at where this middle metal has gone to connect to that one. Are you seeing the diamond up there? Okay, let me stand there. Atwa media sijui wataona nini. And why are we using one cam? Okay. Are you seeing this diamond here? Are you noticing there is a metal that way, metal that way, metal? Are you seeing the diamond? Okay, there are two diamonds. There is one diamond there, and there is another diamond where you see that other square. Okay? I have a reason why I've said that. When we were constructing, because of the span, I actually came and measured the place. I told them, I stood there, and I said, follow me. First beacon for the building, second one, third one. Then here there were two, because there is an L. As you're going towards the studio, there is three, fourth, fifth, and then the end, sixth. So I'm just trying to explain how visual, how maybe some of you have that gifting. And in case that's not your gifting, that's not even a big deal. You can always work with those that have the gifting. And you too, the one that has this gifting, doesn't have the gifting you have. So the whole agenda of coexisting is quite a needed, a needed thing. So when we looked at the span, we didn't have a problem building the wall there. We didn't have a problem building here. We didn't have those problems. The problem was, how will we hang this roof? How will we hang it? So the person that was doing the metal work, the engineer that was doing the metal work, he came and then he measured. That's why you realize the center has two. One goes to the center, and then the other one takes from the center all the way to the back. So when he got there, we were supposed to do, is it called a column? You're supposed to, it's called a column, right? You're supposed to do one column there and another column there. And I didn't like it. I didn't want, because I've been in ministries where the only seat, if you know, you know, or in a meeting where the only seat available is the seat behind the column. So the whole meeting, you are looking at the column. You are looking at the column, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the fact that, so because I've been where you are, or maybe I've been a cameraman, I've been a sound man, I've played drums in church, I've played guitar, I've played bass. I tend to have maybe a 360 view of what someone is feeling. I've been poor. I don't know whether to say the other statement, but I've also been that one. And I tend to feel Paul's point of view, because in his view, he says that he has learned to abound and abase. He has learned to abound and abase. Studying all seasons of his life, he knows that in this season, I'm supposed to do ABCD. So no matter what comes in life, you can tackle it. No matter the hurt, no matter the pain, no matter the loss, you can always tackle it. So when we got there, I had an argument. Almost, let me not say everyone, so it doesn't look as if it's me alone, but almost everyone we were building with, almost everyone, had rejected that span. We can't hang, we have to put a column. So when I said no, we have to find another way. Now, I don't want to spiritualize the whole context. Of course, not leaving God out of the picture, but I don't want to take this conversation in a direction of, and then I prayed, and then the Lord, no. Not forgetting that part too, because I did pray. And actually the Lord did show me. But I already have a visual of what I want. I have a vision. So when I come on ground, I will look for what I've seen. I'm not looking for what I'm being given. I don't know if you understand it. Yeah. You can go, for example, to Ukambani when it's dry. Ukambani is telling you, don't buy land. This is a dry place. And then Ukambani is showing you how even the trees are praying, waiting, expecting the manifestation of the sons of God. But if I came with a view from home that I can dig a borehole, there is nothing Ukambani physically can tell me to stop what I've already seen. The problem is we don't see, we receive from what is. We don't see it. Because when you see it, then you create a future around what you have seen, not what is available. Have you understood it? So I don't create a future around what is available. I create my future around what I can see. And even though I come and I say it's not available, you have to put, I have already seen. So I asked the person, why not the column, the capability this way is to do what? Is to hold this metal and that metal. So I asked a question. What if we join those metals? Actually in engineering, they would call it a hidden, it's still a beam, but it's a hidden beam. So instead of, maybe it's you can't see it that way, but I'm just trying to use simple words for us to understand. And then we tried that, and actually the first one it was so heavy. The first one we lifted was this. And then we did something there, it held it. So if you look underneath that joint, you will see there is a small, very thick plate that has been welded between this side and the metal coming that side. There's like a small plate there. And then there's a plate here, there's a plate here, and there's a plate there. Then we looked at the weight. Then we now came and did the diamond. Then what I did, so that my life will be the only life at risk, I am the first person that went up there. So I stood there and I jumped. I jumped the way you want to jump problems. I jumped. Made sure that thing can be able to hold. We went like a few of us. We jumped seriously. People that they were willing to die with me. So I told them, who here loves me? They said they didn't know what was going to happen. I said, okay, follow me. We went and stood there. We seriously jumped. Because I couldn't imagine a place where if this roof would fall, I don't know, unless by the special grace of God. You're just seeing it as simple as it looks, but the metal work there is in millions. These metals are D14 heavy gauge. So if that metal would fall from up there, now someone is saying, Mom, takwenda home. So the reason I've taken all that time to explain that is because my gift tends to broaden things. So for example, when I look at that verse she was speaking, my gift has already broadened it. And let's assume what she has said is part A, which is very important. Now part B of what the writer in Proverbs, because Proverbs is the word is a proverb. What is the meaning of a proverb? Wise saying, hidden meanings in wisdom, things like that. So if you settle for English alone, you might not necessarily decode what the writer was trying to say. Actually, in one of what she was saying, very powerful, the writer was trying to deal with dishonest gain. So in his days, just like if you look at people like Judas, there are so many people in the Bible that had this problem, and among them was Judas. What was Elisha's servant? Gehazi. So there is an issue here. He's not necessarily focused on the speed of growth. His focus on this scripture is to deal with dishonest gain. Are you understanding? So it's very paramount that we understand what the writer is trying to capture. Else, you might end up thinking that little by little means mocha. No. Because I know people of our age. In fact, I was doing a study the other day of the youngest billionaires whose wealth is not attached to inheritance. So then that scripture might not necessarily fit in if the concept of little means 2 eggs and smocha. Little there is defined by how much your brain has opened, or rather your mind has opened to receive knowledge.